guys today and do a different video. It's kind of a compare and contrast between two different vacuums. So on one hand, we had a vacuum that has been, a good housekeeping winner. One of the most popular vacuums made by the Miele brand is the Miele Complete C3 HomeCare Plus. Then over here, we have our Riccar vacuum. So this is a Riccar Prima Tandem Air, one of the strongest, most powerful suction canister vacuums around right now. So the reason that I want to show you both of these is because I really want you to see the power of both machines, how similar they are, but also how much better the Riccar Prima is in, talking about filtration, talking about suction, all those different kinds of things. I'm going to break both of these machines down and I'm going to really show you the pros of and the cons on both machines. So first, what I want to do is I want to start with the most popular vacuum, which is the Miele Complete C3 HomeCare. Okay. So this vacuum, everything on this machine has filtration, has one HEPA filter, one pre-filter, has an electric hose in it, has a toggle switch on the top for on and off on the machine, as well as you can select different things of auto selections on the switch. This machine has a HEPA filtered bag, telescopic wand, and on this machine I also put the strongest power head, so that way you can really, get the full effect of this machine. So this is your Miele. Then here is your Riccar Prima Tandem Air. So on this machine, same thing. Still electrical hose, toggle switch, on and off on the top. You also have suction control back here. You have a telescopic wand on this machine, which personally goes a lot longer than the Miele telescopic wand. You have a tandem air power head, the most powerful power head right now, as well as you have bag indicator light. Now this machine, the filtration in this machine, so you have a pre-filter in this machine. That the nice thing about this pre-filter is that it is charcoal. You can hear how strong it is. So first we're going to compare your pre-filters. So when you compare your pre-filters, so when you look at the thickness, let me bring it up here. So when you look at the thickness of this pre-filter and how thick it really is, compared to your Miele pre-filter, that is just a little piece of foam. Okay? So let me pull both of these machines so you can see the inside of them both while I'm going over this. Okay, so you could really see the difference between this and your Prima versus this and your Miele. As well as, this is a charcoal pre-filter. So what that means is it's smell protect, dirt, dander, anything like that that gets up in your vacuum goes right into this filter. And this little piece of foam is all you have protecting this machine. Okay, so we're gonna pump our pre-filters back in there since we've gone over that. Sorry guys, doing this at an angle. Now we're gonna go over your HEPA filters. So, HEPA filter wise, yes, the Miele filter is longer, but it's skinnier. Your Riccar filter is thicker, just a little bit more compact. Oh, put it around the wrong way. Now, onto the bags. So the bags are no different. So when you actually take this bag out and you look at it, it's still HEPA filtrated. The bag's in this machine, as well as your Riccar bag. It's still HEPA filtrated. So they both have that same lock-in mechanism that when you push it in the machine, locks up in there, you tuck your bag, and you're good to go. Same thing on the Miele. So really the benefits of the inside of this machine are the pre-filter being a bigger pre-filter, as well as it is a charcoal pre-filter. The HEPA filters are still the same. The bags are all the same. So in both of these machines on the inside, there is no difference. The only thing is that this Prima has the stronger filtration system due to the fact that it does have, like I said, that charcoal pre-filter as well as the thicker HEPA filter. Regardless of the length of the filter, regardless of any of that, they're still both the same in that aspect. Okay, now onto the front of these machines. Okay, so the front of both machines, you have a bag indicator light that is here on your Miele. You have your bag indicator light down here on your Riccar. Same outer casing. So on this one, you have a digital. Okay, so another point that I really want to point out to you guys is they are both electrical hoses. So we can pull the Miele hose out. We can pull the Riccar hose out. Both run off of an electrical current, so no difference there. Okay. Let's stick these buddies back in here. Okay. The back of the machine. So I'm going to turn these two machines around for you guys to really get to see the full effect of this. If you actually look at both of these machines, you would think, what's the difference? Oh, well, this one's smaller than this one. Not really. Because when you look at the top here of the actual machine, this has a handle that takes up another 3 inches on the machine. So if you actually look at where the machine starts, they're still the same size. Yes, this machine is more compact, but the size of the machine is still there. Miele just has their carrying handle up here. Riccar's has theirs built into the machine down here. As well as another big point. Miele has all these little swivel wheels on their machine. Riccar has something called skateboard wheels down here at the bottom. It makes you able to do 360 turns and everything instantly, so you don't have to drag your machine out and around and things like that. This machine will turn on a dime, makes it easier for pulling it around your house, because I know when people get canisters, sometimes they don't like to actually pull the machine around the house, and it hits stuff and it does this and it does that. These wheels make it easier to pull things around and stuff like that. Okay. As well as both of them still have, you know, your wheel up there. On the Riccar, you can attach your wand and stuff back here on the back of the machine. On the Miele, you could do it here on the side. Either one, no big deal. So now, let's talk about the handles. So here is going to be where the really big difference comes in that I really want to point out to you guys, because I think it's very important when it comes to your vacuum. When you set these two vacuums up, you can see that this wand is all the way down, but this wand is longer than this one. As well as, you know, we repair all types of vacuums, Miele, Riccar, everything like that. When we repair vacuums, one thing I really want to point out to you, you can see how small this wand actually is. There's really not a lot to it. You have a little piece up here that you have to, let me bring it a little closer. So you have a little piece up there on the top. This breaks. I don't know how many times I had people come in that say that they broke this off. It's literally just a little flip clip that you push back to be able to pull your head on and off of the machine. As well as it's a button back here that you have to press to make this a telescopic wand. These wands also get jammed very easy. I have customers come in all the time talking about how their wands jammed. They're really small, they bang up, they ding very, very easy. As well as when you push this down, your wand doesn't automatically retract. You really have to push it down to get this actual wand to retract. As well as, sometimes over the wear and tear, it's hard to actually get them into the machines and things like that. Now this wand. So the nice thing about this wand that I really, really enjoy, that I think is a really good feature, is they run off of these little push buttons. So the longevity of these wands is so much better. You can see the aluminum, how it has two different sections through here. So this covers your it protects your electricity that is running through the wand, as well as you have your telescopic wand up here. The reason that we really like the dual looking system is because it is a lot more heavy duty, a lot more durable, as well as these are spring released. So when you press the button, you pull it up, press it down, and it retracts. So these are a lot more heavy duty. They don't break as easy. We don't have as many problems that I've seen with these hoses compared to these hoses, because of the retraction in these is a lot nicer with them being spring released. All of the little press buttons, instead of these flimsy little knobs and things like that, on the actual wand, these to me are a lot stronger And like I said, it's literally pull up, pull down. They're longer than the Miele ones. Now let's go down to power heads. Let's do it like this. Oh. Or no, you know what? We'll just do it like this. Like I said, we're breaking these machines down inside and out. So let's talk power heads. Your power head is what is actually doing the cleaning in your home. So regardless of what your canister does, regardless of what your wands do, regardless of what your hoses do, this is the bread and butter of your machine, are these two. So let's start off with the Miele power head. You have your LED headlight in the front. On the back, you have a toggle switch to control what height you want it, as well as you have a pedal release. That releases the actual power head now, okay? On the bottom of this machine, you have a plastic brush roll. You have a belt, a gear belt that runs through here. So these power heads, when they run, they can be very strong power heads. The problem is they come in a lot for repair. Whether it be, the biggest thing that we see in repairs with these power heads is this elbow. Because a lot of times we're quick to vacuum, we just want to drop our power head and go. Okay, so the more that people are just pulling this power head down and not really taking the time to hit that pedal release, knock it down, it really wears and tears on this piece of the machine. As well as these lock up very, very fast. These power head motors also die very, very fast. I'm not sure, why. I can't exactly diagnose why that happens. It's just kind of a, hit or miss with these. The power heads are a little bit longer. This power head runs off of something, like I said, it's called tandem air, which is the most strongest powerful suction. So there's actually a motor, a turbine motor in this power head that gives more suction into the carpet, as well as it creates, a, oh my gosh, a filtration kinda on your floor and things like that. As well as if you look at the bottom of this one, you have a metal brush roll in here, which is a lot more durable of a brush roll. You have bigger wheels located on the back of your machine. Makes it easier to push, pull, things like that. The transmission in this power head actually grabs the carpet and just goes and pulls itself right across the carpet. So when you're pushing that vacuum back and forth, you really don't have to force the power head to go back and up, which I know a lot of customers do complain about this when they do have to put a lot of force on that power head to get it up and down this carpet. This vacuum, you don't have to do that. As well as, they related to the consumer here. So on this one, you push this release, pull it down, swivels to both sides, and you're good to go. So, this power head is literally the best power head on the market right now. You cannot beat this. So, there is a big compare and contrast between both vacuums. So now we're going to recap a little bit. So, the Miele vacuum strongest power head, Riccar vacuum, tandem air. Miele power head has more mechanical issues, motor problems. The power head dies a lot faster. The telescopic wands, we're going to move on to those. These break. They come in for repair constantly. I don't know how many of these that we fix them all the time with the buttons breaking or this mechanism cracking, and they won't, slide up and down anymore, as well as they get jammed very easy. You have the Riccar wand with the push buttons to where you can push them, pop them up and down. Everything on this machine is more durable, as well as you have that dual aluminum on the side that helps with the durability. Okay. Miele hoses. The control that actually locks your hose into your power head. I see the electrical current go out in these a lot. This is another big problem with these machines, is that the electrical problems with them. So that's a big one with that one. You have the same thing on this machine, as well as something we didn't really talk about, but I do want to mention to you another thing that really breaks on this machine. So you have this little canister part that pops out like that. You can see that it's really nothing holding that thing on. Some of us have kids, pets, different things like that. These cases, there's really nothing actually holding them onto the machine. They break a lot, and when they break, of course you got to bring them in, you got to replace, sometimes you'll lose your tools out of them because this casing has broken. Riccar did something where they have a little locking mechanism right here. You have a little caddy It sits right on top of the machine. You can place your tools in it. That way you don't have to worry about more stuff breaking and things like that. Okay. You can also see that these are a little bit more durable when you open them. They're not as flimsy. They don't, the whole body of the machine. You can see when that opens, I mean, with everything on it, it just falls down because it's so heavy, especially on those two little prongs that lock it into the machine. It's very heavy on this machine. Riccar, easy pop in, pop out system. No big deal there. Oh, my bag fell out. Get that right back in there. Same bag system. Like I said, you just lock them in, push them in. Oh, push them in, pop up the top, good to go. Still have bag indicator lights, still have everything like that. And like I said, the Prima to me is just a solid made machine for your home. There's, you know, when I see vacuums come in for repair every day, and I do, I see more of these than anything, due to the fact of they're really good vacuums, they really are, but just when it comes to upkeep and maintenance, if you do not keep up on these vacuums once a year, you know, you're really not going to get the longevity of the vacuum. These require maintenance every year. Riccar requires less maintenance to where you don't constantly have to bring it in for services and constantly maintain the machine. Get a little bit more out of this than what you do with this machine. And just for the consumer at home, you know, I see these, like I said, come in all the time. And for you guys at home, you know, you guys do put a lot of money into your homes and the machines that you use in your homes and things like that. And I feel like you guys need the best. And to me, that is a Riccar Prima. So there are 3 different types of Riccar Primas. Just like I know that Miele has a lot of different options for colors and kinds, and they have straight suction. Well, Riccar does the same thing with the Prima. So they have a straight suction, just like your Miele Compact C1, as well as they have a full-size nozzle, which is, you know, your middle grade in your Riccar. Just comes with a different power head and a couple of different tools. And then you have your tandem air. So they have 3 different kinds. And I know that, you know, Miele has a million different kinds, but they covered the basis with Riccar. You got your full size, you got your straight suction, and you got your amazing tandem air. So if you want to check out any of the Riccar brand, you can stop by either of our locations. You can check out our Fairfax store at 11110 Lee Highway, Fairfax, Virginia, or stop by our Leesburg location at 300 Fort Evans Road Northeast, Leesburg, Virginia. Or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to give us a call at 703-997-9292, extension 1 for Fairfax, extension 2 for Leesburg. And again, guys, I'm Kayla. Thank you so much for shopping local, and you guys have a great day.